Hello fellow crafters, it's Arva. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with the March edition of the Stash Dive Collab, which is hosted by Poetspice. For those who may be new here, this collaboration is a year-long collaboration that we do monthly, and the challenge is that we are to create a project using something we've never used or something that we have not used in 6 months. Which of course is very easy for me to do. And I wanted to do this collab to get some motivation to do exactly that. Get into my stash, dive into my stash. And I also want to, as I've stated before, I have a hard time just crafting because. So this will also serve as a VR for Stephanie, who is North Carolina Mountain Mama here on YouTube. I will leave a link to Stephanie's channel, actually to her giveaway video, in the description box below. Stephanie is hosting a giveaway because she was trying to reach 500 subscribers. At the time of this recording, she's at 609, so she's made her goal. I'm so happy for you, Stephanie. And the prize was $100 cash, and her drawing is going to be on April the 10th. She was not going to hold the drawing unless she made it to the 500, but since she has, unless there's some extra entries or something else happens, I'm assuming the drawing will be April 10th. If you do a VR for her here on YouTube, that counts as 1 point. If you do an IG post, that counts as 1 point. If you send an ATC that's Valentine or Easter themed, that counts as 1 point. And if you don't do ATCs, you could send a Valentine or Easter themed greeting card, handmade or store-bought, and that would count as 1 point. So I'm going to start out by showing you the things that I got from my stash. So I used this Bo Bunny stamp set that I picked up from Tuesday Morning many moons ago when I really liked going to Tuesday Morning regularly. This is the Friendly Greetings sentiment stamp set. I used the Spellbinders Cross 2 dies. It was this large die here that I used. Boy, this is a throwback. I used some of these mini paper roses that I picked up from Amazon at least 3 years ago. And I used the die set that came from this issue 34 of the Die Cutting Essentials magazine. I believe this was a 2018 or 2019 edition of this magazine. And these are the dies that came. You had the basket with the flowers, a bow, some Easter eggs, hearts, grass, and a little bunny rabbit. Then I also used this Best of Springtime collection set from Authentique. I picked this up from Tuesday Morning as well. This paper, it says it was done in 2020, so I'm guessing that's probably when I picked it up. And this is the first time that I used it. I just used one piece of the one of the die cuts, and then a few of these. What I liked about this collection is that it came with cut aparts. Some of the sheets are full 12 by 12, but then some of them were 6 by 6. 4 6 by 6 on the 12 by 12. So I really like that because for some things you really do want to have the smaller pattern so that you can see it in your die cutting. So I used some of this. And then I also used this pad by Crafter's Companion. It was called Beautiful Butterflies. And I picked this up at Tuesday Morning. And if I'm not mistaken, this had to be 2019 when I picked this up as well. Nope, 2020. Okay. So these are the goodies that I used. And I will be right back to show you what I created. Okay, so the first thing that I created was an ATC for Stephanie, And I cut out the basket, and the basket bottom and the handle piece with the rim are separate. So I cut this out, and then it allowed me to make this a little more three-dimensional. So I was able to puff this up and then stick the eggs and the bunny down behind. And then I used the bow. I did the same thing in the UK. I think they call it decoupage, when you cut the die and then layer it with other pieces to build it up. As you can see, it's up on foam. And then this was the die cut that I used. It just says Easter time. And then I put the grass down, like the basket is sitting in the grass. With the little bunny. And I didn't put all the eggs all the way down, just to give it a little bit more interest. And I used this blue gingham paper that was also in that pack for the back. I haven't put my information on the back yet. But I'll add that on before I send it to Stephanie. And Stephanie recently suffered a tragedy in her family. And I knew I was going to be sending her an ATC card. So I also wanted to send her a greeting card just to let her know that I was thinking about her. So I made this. This is using the Beautiful Butterflies by Crafter's Companion. This is where I used those mini roses and the stamp set and the cross die. And it just says sending hugs. And then of course I have a message, a private message for her on the inside. And then I'll have a few other goodies that I'll send just to let Stephanie know that I'm thinking about her. Guys, I appreciate you watching today. Please go check Stephanie out, and you have plenty of time. Like I said, the drawing's not until April the 10th, so you have plenty of time to get something into her and try to win the prize. All right, thank you. Take care. Have a blessed day.